A year from now, you will be in one of these two situations. The first one, you will be proud of everything that you have accomplished, seeing progress in your life, your career, your health, or even your personal growth. Or the second option, you will feel disappointed because nothing has changed, or even worse, things have gotten even harder. But what if I told you there is a way to make sure that 2025 becomes the best year of your life? Will you follow me? I know that you would. These are the exactly same principles that completely changed my life. I wasn't always where I am today. In fact, I was just like you, uncertain, stuck, and I was looking for a way to break through. But by applying these steps, I was able to have a massive shift that gave me the clarity and the discipline to turn my vision into reality in less than 1 year. But today, I've built businesses that have generated me over 15 million euros in revenue. And as I always say, if it worked for me, I know it can definitely work for you. So let's dive in these 5 steps that will completely transform your life over the next 12 months. Are you ready? Let's jump straight into it. So the first step is you need to define a mission. Take a moment to ask to yourself who I want to be 1 year from now, and be specific. And please don't just say I want to be successful. This is not enough. What does success look like for you? Is it earning a certain income, improving your health, or building a stronger relationship? You need to write it down. There is a power on putting your vision on paper. Once you've got it, that's your North Star. This is going to be your guiding light for every decision that you will make this year. Most people set vague goals like I want to be happier or I want to do better. But without clarity, you're setting yourself up to fail. Instead, get specific. I want to save 10,000 before the end of the year. I want to do 10K per month by June, or I want to have my own YouTube channel for next year. Clarity is key. And I'm telling you that because I was exactly in the same position. I was just like you. I didn't really have goals. I was ambitious, but I didn't really know what I was about to do for my life. And from the moment I started writing down my goals, which was making 10K per month thanks to e-commerce, 6 months later, I scratched my first goal. So don't be scared. Everything looks far away at the beginning, but I can promise you that step by step, you will finally reach this goal if you work on it every single day. And you need to start by writing everything down. Let's go on to step number 2. You need to identify the daily habits that you will need to reach these goals. Here is the truth. You are the result of your small and daily actions. So the first step is to figure out what habit you need to build to become that person that you just visualized. Let me give you some examples. You want to lose weight and you want to become healthier. You might need to start working out 4 to 5 times a week and cooking your own meal. That's simple. If you want to grow in business, maybe start by dedicating 2 hours per day by learning a new skill, or 1 hour per week to networking and find new people who will help you to reach this goal. You need to understand you will not become this person by chance. This is all the small decisions that you will take every single day that will help you to become this person. A lot of people spending the whole morning scrolling on social media, scrolling on TikTok, or maybe spending the whole time on Snapchat. Or even worse, sometimes they are eating snooze 5 times before going to bed. These bad habits rob you your valuable time and energy. You need to replace them with something intentional, like journaling or praying or even planning your day. You need to take the control back of your life. And as I told you before, I'm not judging you. I was exactly in the same space. I was smoking weed every single night before sleeping. And I was asking to myself why I'm not making money, why my situation is like this, why he's making more money than I do. I was mad at everyone. But after reading this one book called Atomic Habits, this has changed my whole mentality, because after that, I stopped finding excuses for my own mistakes. I finally understood that I was the mistake. I was the guy who was doing wrong, but I was doing wrong every single day. So it's simple. You just need to have a mission, then identify the habit that you need to reach this goal and write it down. You need to keep it simple. Focus on consistency over intensity. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it every day. This is the 1% rule, but I will talk about it in the step number 3. Step number 3, you need to create a plan. Now that you know your mission and the habits that you need, it's time to create your plan. This step is crucial, and I think is one of the most important ones. It helps you to avoid the yo-yo effect. In French, we say le yo-yo. I will give you French course later, but in French, we said le yo-yo. So I will say in English, you will avoid the yo-yo effect. I think you know what I'm talking about. When you start something strong, but after a few weeks, you lose momentum and fall back in your old habits. I know it all happened. I know I've done that for my whole life. Even when I was in school, all my teachers were saying, Marcus is a good student, but he needs consistency. One day he's in, one day he's out. One day he's listening, the other day he's throwing paper on my face. I wasn't really consistent on every effort that I was making because one day I was motivated, one day I was not, and I was always doing the yo-yo. The thing that you need to accept and understand, this is the 1% rule. So in the book that I was telling you about, Atomic Habits, in this book, I read this sentence that changed my whole life. If you take 1% every single day for a year, it's going to be times 36. I don't know if you understand. Every day, if you have $100 and you take 1% every single day, at the end of the year, you will have $3,600. So if I would ask you, would you rather take 1% every single day or take times 36 at the end of the year? I know that you would take the times 36. And even myself, I would have done the same choice. And with these books, this has changed my whole way of seeing things. That small action that you take every single day, even if for you it looks nothing, at the end of the year, it would be times 36. So when I saw this one, I was like, for my whole life, I got wrong because I was always getting into my emotion, was motivated for one day, and after that, I was going back in my old routine. So what you need to do is simple. You need to start small and focus on one or two habits at the same time. Don't go too big too fast. I know you're ambitious. I know you want to change, but if you go too hard on yourself, you won't last until the end of the year. So just remind yourself that you just need one or two habits at the same time. And don't forget that it takes 21 days for a brain to classify an action as a habit. First of all, you need to change one by one. Second one, you need to set milestones. For example, just imagine you want to quit smoking, and I know what it is. I used to smoke before. Every year I was like, I stop, I'm done. After 2 days, I was getting back on it. You know why? Because I was going too hard on myself. You need to set milestones. So say, for example, by March, I will only smoke 10 cigarettes a day. So if every week you remove 1 cigarette, one after one, then you will reach your goal. That's why milestone is really important. Give me your opinion. In which way you will have more chance to succeed? If you quit smoking on New Year, or if you remove 1 cigarette every week? In which case you will have more chance to definitely quit smoking permanently? The one or the two? You know I'm right. This is the truth. Because on the second one, you're not about to shock your brain. You're going to go step by step. Anyway, the third one, you need to adjust as you go. Life happens. And your plan should be flexible to handle it. I'll give you a small example. I was trying to lose weight. You can see in two picture here. I was very, very fat and I lost 10 kilos in these pictures 3 months later. And I succeeded. I was allowing myself 1 cheat meal a week because I knew that 1 time a day I wasn't going to be at home. I couldn't really count my calories and everything. So I was very flexible with myself because when you're too hard on yourself, it never lasts. So the common mistakes is many people try to change their entire life overnight. They set 10 goals at once, get overwhelmed and quit. That's the yo-yo effect I was telling you about. You need to focus on progress, not on perfection. For example, if you want to start to exercise, just start by 10 minutes a day instead of committing to an hour workout from day one. And I know what you think. Maybe people are going to laugh at you because even myself, when I started doing sports, people were saying, oh, you're fat. It's better that you don't even run if you go run for 5 minutes. But for myself, I knew that at the beginning it was 5 minutes. After that it was 10 minutes. After that it was 15 minutes. Don't be afraid to start small. If it can help you, I want to tell you that people who will laugh at you, they don't even do nothing about their life. Because people who actually do things, they know what it's like to start small. Do you really think that Mr. Beats is going to laugh at you because you start on YouTube? Or is going to laugh at you because you start by doing short instead of doing long-form video? Small action will always be better than no action. Let's go on step number 4. Tracking is key. If you're not tracking your progress, you're flying blind. You're about to be demotivated soon. Let me ask you a question. Ask to yourself, the last time that I gave up on something, what was the reason? And I know that the reason, maybe it was because I wasn't good at it. I wasn't making any progress. Every time we are stopping a new habit, it's because we don't see progress. And you don't see progress because you don't track your habit. So you need to count every small win. And that's why I was also telling you about set milestones. If you set milestones, you will be able to take your small wins every single day. The easiest best way to stay motivated is by celebrating wins along the way. Can you see a difference on this photo and this photo? Maybe that. And this photo and this photo? Yes, maybe. And between this photo and this photo? Yes, you see. And for example, when I wanted to lose weight, I was counting every win. So I was taking pictures of myself every week at the same hours on the morning. And the first week, I couldn't see the changes. But the second week, I was like, oh. Maybe it started working out. Maybe I lost a bit weight. And on the third week, I saw the big result. And so if you start tracking, then you will see your progress. So here is how to do it. First of all, you can use a habit tracker or just get yourself a journal. Myself, I will put you a picture here. This is the journal that I had since 2020. And it's very, very funny to see that I reached all my goals since 2020. So sometimes when I have lack of motivation, I'm just reading my whole journal and I'm like, how can you complain right now? You became a millionaire, you lost weight, you're not living in France anymore, you have 3 cars, you're wearing a richer midi, like your life is great. Stop complaining. So this journal is going to remind you the whole you, and it's also going to help you to count these things. The second one, as I was telling you, you need to review your progress weekly. Ask to yourself what worked, what didn't, and you will see that there was no change. The third one, you need to reward yourself, because when you celebrate your goals, don't just telling to yourself, oh, I reached these goals, it's fine. No, you need to celebrate these wins so it can motivate you to reach the other one. That's your win. You need to own it and be proud of yourself. So please trust me, because I've been in your shoes before. And sometimes we like, I don't need to write down the progress. I will remind myself, blah, 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 blah. But don't forget that you are very ungrateful. So after a few months, you will forget where you come from, and then you start losing motivation. Instead, make tracking a ritual. It only takes 5 minutes a day, but pays off big time. Tracking creates momentum. Momentum is everything. Step number 5, build your inner circle. Finally, you need to surround yourself with the good people. You've probably heard this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And it's 100% true. There is only 2 kinds of people you need in your life. The first one, those who are already where you want to be. These people will inspire you and show you what is possible. The second one, those who are on the same path as you. They will hold you down when you're tired and push you to stay consistent. Spending too much time with the wrong people can ruin your life. You need to surround yourself with the good people who have the good habits, or at least who try to have the good habits. And the kind of people that you absolutely need to avoid is the negative people, because they will always put bad thoughts in your mind. For all the work that you will need to do this year, you need to stay positive and you need to surround yourself with good people. And if you don't know where to find people, just send me a message. I could reply to your question. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, just hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. As you can see, I'm not used about speaking English because I'm from France, but I will try my best. Launching a new channel in English was one of my goals, so I hope that you will reach your goals and help me to reach mine. I am done with this video. It was Marcuus. Bye.